Yes, so here we are, London, my favourite town, my hometown. It's where I'm from. It's never enough for people to say I'm from London. People want to know exactly where you're from. They see it as more of a test of their own geographical knowledge. You say I'm from London, people go, whereabouts, exactly whereabouts. North London, if they know it, they get more excited. Whereabouts. Muswell Hill, whereabouts. Do you know Sainsbury's? Yes! Driving me home? What the fuck is your problem? It's too busy! I've had enough. Should be one in, one out. There's too many people here. I'm not happy. You probably want to come here on public transport. It's a nightmare down there. I'd never experienced it until recently. I had to do some work in central London. It's unbelievable. People are so desperate to get home. The trains come very regularly. You see them 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. This means nothing to people. As soon as you get on the platform, it's a level playing field. I don't care when you arrived, I'm getting on this train. And everyone's trying to work out where the door's going to stop. Where are the doors? Here, I feel good about here. But other people are gathering over there. Maybe they know. No, I'm going to stay here for no reason at all. I feel lucky about this. People are gathering around me. They think I know. I don't know. And you never get it right. They always go, ooh. And you're equidistant. Which one do I go to? Please let the passengers off the train first. British people have an amazing ability to let people off a train whilst at all times moving forwards. I'm on! And when you're on, you don't care about other people. Move right down inside the carriage. No. Why would I do that? It'll be squashed in here. You look at other people. We're on. We don't need them. We don't need them. You don't vocalize it, but there's an understanding between you. And everyone's reading. You have to read. You can't be on the tube without reading. Reading is very important. You get out in the morning, every single person is reading the Metro. Everyone. Why doesn't one person just read it to the carriage? What the hell are they doing? I remember in the old days with the broadsheets, with the huge big, you couldn't fold them. You had to fold them like linen. You take two corners and walk together again. It's amazing how you have to read. People read in the most uncomfortable situations. Big arm, book over there, turning the pages with your mouth. I was on the train the other day, and it was the most busy it's ever been. It was the personal best. Everyone's been on public transport when it's been more busy than you can possibly imagine. Dangerous levels. And more people are squashing in because they keep squashing. Get in. And everyone felt this is dramatic. And we saw somebody running for the doors, and I think there was a shared emotion. Enjoy the run. You ain't getting on this train. And he ran all the way to the doors. And he stopped right at the edge. And then retreated. And I think we all felt, good decision. Or so we thought. Run up. He was merely assessing it and then retreating. And charged into the train. And he actually made it on. No one could believe it. His feet were on, but his head was still out. Unbearable excitement. Even the metros came down. What the hell is going on here? His head isn't in. What's he gonna do? Nobody said this, but you could feel the excitement. I think one woman overflowed. She just went, ah! That was the closest we got to a conversation. His head was equidistant to either door. They closed. Boom! He took the hit. No one can believe it. He took the hit! Nobody needs to go home this badly. Get out, man, get out! But no. He took another. Boom! Save yourself. And then, with his ever-decreasing mind power, being smashed repeatedly by the doors, he came to the conclusion he should move slightly to the right use the door, accept another hit to smack his head into the drain. The door's closed, bang, and it hit him right in, and he made it. No one could believe it. He's made it, he's in. Then he reached into a pocket and got out a book. The only thing we can look forward to, ladies and gentlemen, in this winter is snow. It's the only thing that gets us through, because the weather's terrible, but snow is the holy grail. Nothing beats snow. And normally we get one day of snow, and you've got to hope that it snows overnight so you can be snowed in. Earlier this year, it snowed in the middle of the day. You don't want that. I was waiting for my bus, and where I live, there's no tube. You have to wait for the bus. The buses actually originate there. The bus is already there. So it's even more frustrating. I'm waiting for the driver. We've got everything we need. We're looking for people. Can you drive this thing? And that's when the snow came. Amazing, instantly landing snow. The best of snow. I mean, the most unbelievable snow. And then I realized, oh my God, I could get snowed out. This is not what I need. The driver shows up. And he says, ladies and gentlemen, I regret to inform you, due to the chaos on the roads, it's been snowing 8 seconds at this point. We're cancelling the bus. There will be no running of this service. And we're like, well, hang on a minute. We bought our tickets. What are we going to do? How are we supposed to get home? There's no way to get home. What are we going to do? And he said, don't shout at me. I actually live at the other end of this bus route. I take this bus home, and then I'm relieved by another driver. And we're like, well, this is a very interesting development. How are you going to get home? There's only one thing to do. Walk. It's the only way we can get home. It's the only way at all. I'm like, fine, okay. So we walked the bus route, led by the driver. We came to the first stop. We had to tell the people waiting, there's no bus. And they joined our imaginary bus. It was getting bigger and bigger. I looked behind us, I could see the next imaginary bus. Not a bus, just people walking. And it was catching up fast, because no one to pick up from the stops. And the driver saw this as well, and he turned around. He said, when we get to the next stop, don't tell them anything. Keep walking, they can get on the next one. I thought this was one of the funniest things that ever happened to me. I said to the woman walking next to me, I said, this is hilarious. We're on an imaginary bus. There's a driver. There are old people walking, and this is funny, right? And I thought we were on the same wavelength, but now I remember I was doing most of the talking, because she said, I'd love to chat, but this is my stop. She got out at an actual bus stop and then walked in the direction we had just come from. But I've got Sky TV now, which is excellent. You can pause live TV, just pause it. The people at home now can just pause it, and it's a perfect pause. Not the old sort of 1980s VHS pause. That was a very different story, wasn't it? You couldn't even see what you were watching in 1980s pause. People who weren't moving would start moving. Wasn't even moving in this scene. People in paintings would come to life. I'm in a painting! But then once you pause it, it's quite exciting, because you can watch it back at like ×2 or ×6 or ×12 or ×30, which makes boring programs quite entertaining. Like at the tennis, you can forward the changeovers. Watching Andy Murray eating a banana in ×12 is quite exciting. I watched Deal or No Deal in ×30. It really whizzes along. I watch all TV. I watch TV just to slag it off, to be honest. Dragon's Den winds me right up. I know you're rich, dragons. You don't need to bring your cash with you. They sit there with cash on their tables. I'm so tremendously wealthy, all my bank accounts are full. I've had to bring additional funds with me tonight. What about you, Theopathetus? Have you got money on your table? Oh, I'm completely loaded. I've thrown money up onto my table, that's every time. What about you two dragons? Oh yes, you've got a lot of cash here. All right, bring in the first poor person. Let's see what they've got. They come in trembling. Hello, dragons. Please, can I have some cash for the ideas in my brain? I feel sick just looking at poor people. The state of her clothing. For that reason, I'm out. What about you, Theopathy? Are you out? I will be out, but I'm going to humiliate the bitch for 15 minutes. Then I will declare that I too am out. I'd like to go on Dragon's Den with a shotgun. Just stand there, pointing it at each of them individually, till one of them goes, so what's your idea? Quite simple, put that cash in this bag. All right? You get no equity. I like some TV. I watch it till the bitter end, literally like the early hours of the morning, till the signing zone, the death zone. That's when you know it's probably time for bed, you know? And there's somebody in the corner signing. You feel a bit like, this isn't really for me. They almost look at you like, come on, you could have watched this in the day. It's probably bedtime for you. Deaf people have been asleep all day to stay up for this. Have some respect. I like it when there's no dialogue in the show and they watch TV with you. The other day I was watching the Blue Planet or something. This is a show with David Attenborough where they discover creatures from the depths of the ocean for the very first time. Literally fish that were only just discovered, and they were naming them on the show. So he was going, here we have the newly discovered Diplodocus. And the signing guy was going... He resorted to impersonating the fish. It was hilarious. The fish was swimming, he was just underneath going...